And it's Mona again from Back Pain Movement Makers, and I have no idea what happened about the music and so on. But, well, the internet connection could be some way. Well, we shouldn't talk about that. Okay, today it's day 58 in our 365 days free challenge, where we go live every day to talk about healing back pain for good, but also living a fulfilled life by using 10 daily holistic healing habits. And we are in the ninth of the 10 daily holistic healing habits, and it's about spiritual reminders. Well, we have already daily habits, not spiritual, might be, but we have other habits. We have to go to the bathroom sometimes throughout the day. And if you're not doing it just in the morning and in the afternoon, well, then you're not drinking enough. So, enough of water, I should say. Okay. Uh, I weigh around 60 kilograms, and I should drink at least 2 liters of water every day just to keep me hydrated and well. So that is very good to know that it's very, very important. When I started doing this, I had to go to the bathroom a lot, but now I'm used to it, so it doesn't bother me anymore. But it really bothers me if I don't drink enough, because then I get headaches and I get kind of sluggish. So, by using daily other habits is a good idea to use them as spiritual reminders too. So, for example, often when I go to the bathroom at work, that is something I really practiced. So when I go to the bathroom, I just when I'm finished, I just stand there for a while and I take 3 deep, long breaths, and I just say, Thank you, the highest consciousness, for letting me experience the original energies." And then it lifts my mood immediately and my vibration. So it's a very good thing to use already implemented habits. Another thing that has been in some of at least the Christian traditions before, in some families, is that you pray before you eat your food. I have no idea if you do that. Excuse me. In other cultural or religious traditions, but it's a good way to be reminded about that there are so many things to be thankful for. And what about food? Beverages. Isn't that something to be grateful and thankful for? I think so. We need to be grateful more and more, because the world is so focused on what's the problem, not what is already good. Uh, and you could also, for example, here in Sweden, we call it fika. That is when you have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or something else to drink. And we do that usually in the morning around 9:30, and in the afternoon 12:30. Uh, and a lot of people do that around 7:30 p.m. So that is also a good thing, not just for the breakfast and the lunch and the dinner. You could have it with your fika as well. And there are other habits that we have. For example, if you are the one who is cooking the food in your family, maybe that is a good idea to implement that as well. Before you go to sleep and before you wake, before just after you have, can't do it before you wake up. But right after you have woken up in the morning, you could spend some time to get connected. And this has done. I just do my prayer, and I usually touch my heart chakra, and I just do that. I have given you the exercise, Donna Eden's six word meditation. That is awesome as well, You just maybe you could, when I go to work, when I'm alone, when I don't drive the girls to school, I usually listen to something uplifting in the morning. And of course, when I don't speak to my mother, when I go home from work, I listen to something uplifting, spiritual things, or something like that. So the most important thing is that we tell our reticular activating system, which helps us to focus on the things that it think that we want to focus on. And it's so important to tell it what to be focusing on, because otherwise the ego takes over. And the ego is not interested in the spiritual realm at all, because that means the death of it. And it will do anything it can to just try to keep you off that track. So it's very good to be reminded all day, all every day, first of all, in the morning, and then throughout the day as well, because it's hard otherwise. We get bombarded all the time by so many negative things from the news, from the social media. A lot of people are complaining, and especially right now when the world is coming into new energetic atmosphere, you could call it. It's even harder to, if you're sad and depressed, people feel more sad and depressed right now. And that is the way we have to accept that is the new way, right? So we have to really be, what am I supposed to be focusing on today and right now? Because if we're just listening to everyone else, and we so easily get swept away by negativity, and the fear will run us out and run us over. And feeling fear, it's not very pleasant at all. We get worried, depressed, overwhelmed. We get more pain in our bodies, especially the back pain, because it gives us a real match, because it usually reminds us every day, uh, whatever we do. So it's really important that we have something else to remind us, well, I should not be focusing on fear and all the negative feelings. I should be focusing on love and all the positive feelings, because that makes me feel good. That is when I'm aligned with my true self. Okay? That's everything for today. Tomorrow, I'm going to help you if you want to be helped, of course. I'm going to give you some good advice for tech help. So techs are not that bad. We could use them so they don't just use us. So I'll give you some at least 3 ways that we could use to be reminded spiritually and what to be focusing on. Okay, until then, see you tomorrow, hopefully. And by the way, if you know someone that might benefit from this, please share them with this. Share this with them, I should say. Okay. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye.